So, good evening. We're back again. We're back again with another video. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already. You know the procedure, you know the drill. And tapas in Hindi means meditation. Does it really? There you go. I've learned something new today. Big up Pirate King in the chat. Dear, oh dear. But we are going to speak about Nicolas Pepe. Nicolas Pepe is looking for his starting berth in the team. He can't seem to find it because Tapas Pulis ain't having it. But before we get into all of that, make sure if you want to be in with a chance to win a signed and framed Patrick Vieira shirt, you have downloaded Flick app. Make sure you scroll to the chat that says Vieira giveaway. You'll see an animated animal bouncing around. Click on it. It comes up with a load of emotes. Put 2 emotes in the chat and you are qualified. If you don't have any emotes because you've already used them, then you can buy some off Google Play or App Store or recommend a friend via the app. And you get some more. So there you go. But we are going to speak about Nicolas Pepe. And I'm in a way kind of glad that he's come out and said something. And this is what he has said. This is direct quotes from Canal Plus outlet. My goal is to play more. Having little more playing time is what I require. He continues on and says he, meaning Arteta, wants me to be 100% focused during 90 minutes of the match. Afterwards, I see during training that I will be a substitute the following weekend. Go on, Pepe. But the coach speaks to me. He also has assistants who are there for that. But it is very frustrating for players to be on the bench. In one of his multiple substitute appearances, it goes on to say that he came off the bench and scored against Sheffield United. He said that he doesn't want to see his status at Arsenal reduced as being an impact sub. He added, the coach makes his choices, but it's up to me to show him that I don't have that role as an impact sub, basically. Which, listen, at the end of the day, I'm glad he's come out and said something. Obviously, he's away with Ivory Coast at the minute, and it's always funny when these players go on international duty. Obviously, the world's media want to get hold of them, and you always get these quotes coming out when they're on international duty, because once they're with Arsenal, obviously the Arsenal media team won't allow some of these things to happen. When they're away on international duty, different rules, different setup, different media outlets, and you always get these quotes coming out. I am so glad he has come out and said something, because you know what? Let's be real here. People can sit and bang on about he's not worth 72 million, and let's be real, he's not worth 72 million. Even I'll admit that. And I rate him. I really, really like Nicolas Pepe. I think he offers something completely different that we don't have in this team. He's a guy that can just do something just like that out of nothing. Yes, he's frustrating. Yes, he's hard work. Yes, he trips over the ball. Yes, he runs down blind alleyways. But what can he offer the team? Or sorry, what is Willian offering the team that Pepe can't? We all thought when we signed Pepe that he was going to go on and be some world superstar. That's not really happened for him. And he's had 3 managers now. Emery, Freddie, albeit only for a few games, and now the Tapas Pulis. And none of them rate him. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I kind of got it with Emery. It weren't his signing. He didn't like him. He wanted Pepe. He wanted Zaha, not Pepe. So I could kind of see that, well, you ain't mine, man. Is this what we're now seeing with Arteta? Because let's be real here. Nicolas Pepe had a massive hand in us winning that FA Cup. You know, both of his performances at Wembley in the semi-final and the final were top class. And if Maitland-Niles wasn't offside by a toenail, then he would have scored one of the best FA Cup final goals we've ever seen. But he keeps coming out, Arteta, saying he needs to be consistent. He needs to do it more consistently. Well, you've got to give him games, mate. And then when he does get games, he does score. We've seen that. He came off the bench the other day. Cool, he came off the bench. He didn't start the game. He scored. What was his reward for the next game? Dropped. He did play, however, in the Europa League, but he was dropped for the Man City game. The following, well, that was after the last international break. So he came off the bench against Sheffield United just before international break, has international, comes back benched against Man City, and Willian played as a striker in that game. Why? Then he plays against Dundalk, scores a banger, gets substituted, and we're like, okay, my man's starting at Old Trafford, yeah? Wicked. Yeah, last time he played against United, Luke Shaw's still spinning, bruv. Benched. Then he plays against Mulder, scores, creates, looks all right. And we're thinking, okay, you're going to play at the weekend then, yeah? Benched. What is Willian doing that he can't do? Because Willian's played, what, 7 or 8 league games? I think he might have played all of them. Actually, no, I think he was injured in one, actually, wasn't he? He missed 1 game. So he's played 7 out of 8 league games. And he scored 0 goals. He's offered absolutely nothing apart from the Fulham game. So I don't get it. What does tapas mean? I want to get the joke. Bruv, in Spain, they eat tapas. It's like little bits of food, bruv. Like instead of a big meal, you get a little bit of bread, you get a little bit of Russian salad, you get a little bit of cheese, you get a little bit of, croquet, yeah, croquettes, yeah, and you have a little bit of everything, a little bit of nibbles, bruv. We like a little bit of nibbles. So yeah, tapas is basically Spaniol, bruv, Spaniol. And but yeah, it's mad. And I look at it and I think, like, when we signed, thanks for your donation, George, by the way. When we signed Willian, I think we all thought he was going to play as a number 10 or as a backup striker, backup winger, sorry. I don't think any of us thought that he was going to be coming in and starting over Nicola Pepe. It's mad. It is absolutely staggering. I am so glad he's come out and said something, because do you know what? I said this on a stream earlier on this afternoon. I don't rate Mesut Ozil. Can't stand Mesut Ozil. But isn't it kind of ironic that we've won 1 game since the squads have been announced and Ozil not in them? We've won 1 league game. I think we've only scored 1 goal in that as well, haven't we? I think we might have only scored 1 goal. No. Maybe we have. Yeah, we have. Just the Man U game. Kind of ironic that they've all started to look like they can't be asked again as soon as Ozil's dropped out the squad. Because it's funny, they did this under Unai Emery. When Emery was benching him and leaving him out, they were all down in tools, weren't they? So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. Maybe there's nothing in that whatsoever. Maybe we're just shit. I don't know. Maybe the manager's out of his depth. Big up Callum. It says, Spurs fan here. Who would you take from our team? Heung-min Son in a heartbeat. What a player. I'd take Kane in a heartbeat. Son's your best player for me. Kane's world class. I don't care what anyone can argue with me about that. I trigger so many Arsenal fans by saying that. Harry Kane is world class. Who else would I take? Bale. I'd have all 3 of them. Is there any others I'd take? Any others, midfield wise? Nah, midfield. I don't think your midfield's that great, to be fair. It's all right. It's better than ours, but defense, Toby or Davinson Sanchez. But yeah, maybe the right back, Doherty. Maybe him as well. Maybe him. But there we go. But yeah, as I was saying, thanks for that, mate. Appreciate that. As I was saying, like, I just look at it and I think, Pepe, he must be looking at it as a footballer, going, right, I've got a big money move to Arsenal. I'm going to Arsenal, 72 million quid. It comes with a lot of pressure playing for the club in the first place. It's such a big club. But then to have such a big price tag attached to that, boy, that's mad. And he came in, I remember, I think it was, funny enough, Aston Villa last September. And they gave him the penalty, didn't they, to put us back in the game at 1-1 with 10 men. And then 30 seconds later, we conceded a goal straight from kickoff. Grealish again running straight through the seam. And yeah, it's kind of mad. But he hasn't really got a consistent run of games with Arsenal, which I just find unbelievable. When you look at what else we've got in that team, if I was him, he must be thinking this. If I was him, he must be sitting there thinking, how does Willian start over me? How does Bellerin start every week? How does Rob Holding get games? How does Granit Xhaka start pretty much every week? But I can't get a game. I'd be fuming. Real talk, I'd be fuming if I was him. And I'd be looking at it and I'd be saying, yo, you better play me or I'm fucking off, mate. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of it. Because it's just mad. It's unbelievable. There's a lot of you guys saying Højbjerg. Yeah, he's not bad, actually. It's funny because when they signed him, I said he'd be a good player for them. He'd fit their system perfect. Don't rate him, Dombele. Lo Celso's not bad. Doherty over Hecky B. All of you guys are saying Doherty, It's Doherty, actually, isn't it? Doherty. Wifey keeps telling me I'm saying it wrong. It's Doherty. and Dombele and Højbjerg in midfield. They've got a decent squad, man. Regulan, nah. Shut up, man. You're a joker. If we actually play our proper left back at left back instead of centre back, we'll see how good he is. But there you go. But yeah, I just look at it and I just think, like, if I'm Pepe, I'm wanting out. I'm wanting to go because he's 25. He's coming up towards the peak time of his career, and he's just rotting on the bench playing Europa League game every now and again. That ain't good enough. And what I find really worrying is that this manager has signed Willian, and Willian's come out with, oh, he said he could win the Champions League within 3 years. Willian's obviously his guy. We know this. It just seems like players that are not his guys are the ones that are being dropped, being outcast. He obviously begged Granit Xhaka to stay. He's said that he wants to give Mustafi and El Neni new contracts. You know, it's just mad. It's absolutely mad. And then you look at Maitland-Niles, you know, Maitland-Niles, what has he done wrong? No, we should have binned him, should have sold him. Yeah. And if I'm Maitland-Niles, I'm sitting there thinking, how do I play for England, but I can't even get in the Arsenal team? How does that make any sense? Yeah. There's so many confusing things going on at our football club right now. It is mad. And I think that if we're to start turning this around, Pepe's got to be a starter week in, week out. If you want to play Willian, put him in midfield, centre mid, yeah, as a floating number 10, carrying the ball over halfway and stuff like that. But if you're sticking him out on the right wing and you're dropping Pepe week in, week out, good luck, because based on current form, Willian's probably he is our worst player at the moment. He's been shit since we've got him. And I really thought he'd do well for us. I actually rate Willian from Chelsea days. And I wasn't even upset that we signed him. I was actually quite happy that we signed Willian. I'm being proved to look like a bit of a prat right now because he's been absolutely crap. And all you Chelsea boys in my chat did tell me this. You did tell me. But there we go. There we go. Let's see what you guys are saying. Tierney is now a meme. Yeah, I'll just see that, man. I feel kind of sorry for him. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. Where's it gone? I see it a minute ago. Yeah, watch this. This is mad. This is what Tapas Pulis has done to our left back. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. Look at what he has done to our left back. It's mad. Look, this is crazy. What is he doing? Like, what are you doing, mate? Look, that was mental. I can't lie. There's no one near him and he just buckled. I'm like, what is going on here? Look. Man's doing some sort of like off-key dab. This is what Tapas Pulis has done to one of the best left backs in the league. It's mad. It's crazy. I don't really get it. But there we go. What can you do? What can you do? I've seen a lot of people sitting on podcasts over the last 2 or 3 nights, totally contradicting what they said the night before. In fact, not even just contradicting what they said the night before, contradicting what they said 20 minutes earlier. 1 minute is, oh, if he don't start up front in the next game, I'm done with him. But I wouldn't sack him. Like, what? You're done, but you wouldn't sack him. So how are you done? Done. And it seems like a lot of people just seem to be scared to come out and say Arteta out. Why? What hold does this guy have over everyone? What hold has he got over us? Because he don't owe me nothing, and I don't owe him nothing. Yeah, he ain't paying my rent. I ain't paying his. So to me, he's irrelevant. Yes, he's my Arsenal manager. I ain't going to lose no sleep if he gets potted tomorrow. Because guess what? We might actually go and get someone who's any good. You know, I don't get why so many people are scared to come out and say Arteta out. I just don't get it. I genuinely do not understand it. You know, at the end of the day, if all of these things that have happened this season alone had happened under Unai Emery, everyone had won him gone. If it was Arsene Wenger, they'd want him gone. So why does this guy get a free pass? I genuinely do not get it. Big up Hellcaster. I've got loads of Chelsea fans on this channel. Do you know that? Chelsea fan, but big up to you. People hate you because you speak facts. Just call me Rafa Benitez, baby, about Arsenal and also about other clubs. Hope your channel grows more, mate. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Very kind words. And listen, I do just say it as it is. And I ain't side-skirting it. Now, if people want to sit there and have a popularity contest, good luck to them. Yeah, I see through all their shit. Like, you know, like I just said, You're done if you don't start up front against Leeds, but 20 minutes later, it's deluded to want him gone. Like, well, which is it? Why are you covering every single avenue possible over the course of a podcast? You either fucking want him gone or you don't. How hard is it? There's no grey area. It's either black or white. He's either not good enough or he's good enough. I've seen people sit there and their general consensus online is, oh, but where's his coaching staff? He needs coaching staff to help him. He needs help. We're paying this geezer $6 million a year to manage Arsenal. How about he needs help? Man was standing on the sideline at the weekend with a fucking iPad in his hand. Like, are you taking the piss? With an iPad in his hand. Man's standing there like this. Man's standing there going, so yeah, fucking hell. He's looking at his mate. He's going, what should we do, lads? Like, I don't know. I'll tell you what, fuck it. Bring Eddie on. Fucking embarrassing. Yeah. I don't need coaching badges to see that we never attack down our right-hand side. I don't need coaching badges to see that Bellerin's not a footballer. I don't need coaching badges to see that 90% of our play comes down the left. So if I am a manager going up against Arsenal Football Club, I'd do exactly what Man City did. Yo, we're going to play 2 right-backs today, and we're going to double up down that side because we know that all of their play comes down the left. So what we're going to do is we're going to play 2 right-backs. Yeah, one of them can mark Saka. The other one's marking Aubameyang. Then we'll play another winger so that when they've fucking been marked, we've got the ball straight down their side and they're shafted because now Tierney has to come out. Yeah, which then leaves a gap over there. So we quickly switch the ball and bang, we're in on the right-hand side. It really isn't rocket science. Like, unbelievable. All you got to do is play 2 right-backs and go down Bellerin's side. It's easy. I don't need to have got a coaching badge to know that. I watch football every single week and have done for 30 years. Yeah, I genuinely don't understand what people are sitting there seeing in this fucking manager. I really don't. And I don't understand why so many people are sitting on the fence with him. What are you scared about? Why don't you want to come out and say, I'm Arteta out? What, you're scared of the abuse? Was it just an off-the-cuff moment straight after the game? You're like, oh my God, Arteta, oh no, he's out of his depth. But then you realise the next day, actually, maybe I was a bit hasty. Or maybe you shouldn't fucking upload videos after the game. If you're going to regret it the next day, I don't get it. People are just very scared to come out and say that they're Arteta out. I find it baffling. But good luck to them. Listen, they can do what they want. Yeah, as long as I know what I'm doing and what I'm saying and what I'm sticking to and how I'm doing it, then they can do what they want because they're the ones that are going to look like fucking idiots, not me. Big up, Lee. Smash the likes up, people. Big up, Jamie. Hope you're well, buddy. Thanks for your donation, man. Hope you're good. Pepe be like Salah at Chelsea will then turn out to be world class. That's a very good point. That is a very good point because I say it now. If he goes to a half decent club, he could potentially be that guy, couldn't he? He could potentially turn out to be a Mo Salah, and then all of a sudden, we're sitting there going, "Well, why did we get rid of him?" But I don't really understand, mate. If I'm honest, I just look at it and I think like it's kind of mad that we've spent 72 million quid on a player and we can't get him in the team. And then you look at William Saliba. Thank you, E. Guna, for your donation as well, mate. You didn't write anything, but thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I just look at it and I think like we've got Saliba, who's just wasting away in the under-23s. It is absolutely staggering. And then you get people sit there telling you, yeah, but we need to have 3 or 4 transfer windows and Stam needs to back him. Hello, there's £100 million worth of footballers there that can't get a fucking game. Yeah, maybe try using them. Who knew? Who knew? Maybe because they're not his players, he don't want them. Yeah, which is cool. So why don't you just sell them? Why don't you just say you don't want them? Why don't you tell us what you're doing with them? Because at the end of the day, without fans, there is no football club. The same without YouTube. There ain't no me sitting here without you guys because I'll be talking to myself and I can do that anyway, sat at home without recording it. You know? It's mad. I don't get it, man. I genuinely don't get it. We need Allegri or Poch now. Both been there, done it. Love the content, Lee. Hope you and your family well. Thank you very much, Flembob. And yeah, we're good, man. It's my little one's birthday soon. What's today's date? If it loads, 10th. 8 days till the little one's 11. Bless her, little shit. And yeah, wifey's good as well, mate. Thank you. I hope you also well. I hope you were. Fucking hell. I haven't even had a drink today. Maybe I should. Maybe it'll get me back in the room, baby. I hope you and yours are fine too, mate. Thank you. Fam, Bielsa is better than Arteta. Well, that's another funny point, right? Because for all the people that rate Bielsa, half of them don't rate Unai Emery. What's the difference? They're both the same. Attack, 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 attack. Ship loads of goals. Score loads of goals. Ship loads of goals. 1 week you'll win 5-0. The next week you'll lose 4-3. You know? When it comes off, it's great. Brilliant. When it doesn't, you're going to get criticised. But because it's Bielsa and it's Leeds and they've only just come up, oh, it's fashionable. When it was Unai Emery and it's Arsenal, oh, we're shit, he ain't got a game plan, it's not this, it's not that, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't even know his best formation and best 11. And he's been here nearly a year. Yeah, I'm sorry, that alone is sackable offence. Unbelievable. There are people still trying to compare Arteta to Klopp, saying, oh, Klopp lost a whole bunch of idiots they are. Well, listen, let me tell you something about Klopp, yeah? Excuse me. Let me tell you something about Klopp. People, and I'm going to say this one more time because I'm getting bored of saying this about Liverpool, yeah? Right? Number one, 18 months earlier, Liverpool nearly won a title. If Gerrard hadn't slipped, they would have won the league under Brendan Rodgers 18 months before Klopp got the job. When Klopp got the job, most of them players were still there. Yes, I know some of them had left, but most of them players were still there, including Coutinho. Yeah, including Coutinho. And it's very easy for our fans to sit there and pick a shit starting 11 that Liverpool have put out there and say, well, ours is better than that. Yeah, so we can do the same process. Yeah, go and get a manager who's won titles and got Champions League finals. Then we'll have the conversation about comparing us to Liverpool. When they then say, oh, but I'm not talking about comparing him to Klopp. I'm comparing the process. F your fucking process. Compare it to Conte at Chelsea. Came in and took them from 10th to 1st. That is a process. People would then go, oh, but they won the league the year before. Yeah, they did. But guess what? They spent 30 million quid on Kante and they spent 49 million quid on David Luiz. Who else did they buy? Batshuayi, I think. That's it. And he managed to spin them around like Kylie Minogue, baby, and get them all the way to the top of the table from 10th. So when people are sitting there saying, oh, but Arteta inherited the worst Arsenal team in decades. What a load of bollocks. No, it was the worst finish in the league for decades. And guess what? He had 20 of the fucking games. In fact, Man United were below us when he got the job. They finished 3rd. Chelsea were 8 points ahead of us when he got the job. I think we finished 10 behind them. So he actually made us go back. He's only won 13 games out of 28. I'm sorry, that ain't good enough. We're not fucking Stoke. Yeah, I'm sorry, it ain't good enough. And if people want to sit there and cry and bitch and moan about, oh, you're so negative. Yeah, well, good. I hope you cry some more. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Yeah, 9 losses in 28 games. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. We should be going out there and looking for a top manager. Allegri's sitting at home doing nothing. Go and get Rafa Benitez. Go and get one of them two right now. They're available right now. Go and pay Rafa 10 million quid. Just say, we're getting you out of China, bruv. Pack your bags. Come on, son. Make Arsenal great again. Little 2-3 year deal. Bosh, job done. Spin it around and off we go. And then someone else comes in. It's unreal. And like I said, people are so scared to sit there and say Arteta out. But if this was Unai Emery, they'd all be crying Emery out. But because it's Arteta, oh, he brought himself some time by winning the cup. Like, get in the bin. Yeah, seriously. Chelsea win trophies pretty much every year. Guess what? You're still getting sacked. Yeah. Oh, we don't want to be one of them clubs that sacks managers all the time because we're the classy club. Oh, we fuck. Absolute rubbish. The bullshit our fans come out with is mad. It is mad. But there we go. Villarreal could sneak Champions League football this season. Big up Marble Halls. Villarreal will absolutely smash us apart if we get them into the Europa League, mate. Unai Emery's Yellow Army marching on with only 1 loss in all competitions this season to Barcelona. And like I've said before, proper manager. Yes, he might have been a little bit out of his depth, but at the same time, Unai Emery is better than Arteta. I'm a poet. I didn't know it. Let's do some more. Let's carry on. I'm on a roll today. I'm on a roll. Let's keep going, baby. Shake, rattle, and roll. Big up the latest member of the channel. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate that very much so. Very, very nice of you, mate. Thank you very much. Do hammer the likes up. We ain't even got 200 likes. Come on. Let's be having you. We've now got 200 likes. Now make it 300. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Smash the granny out the like button. Jardim is sitting at home as well. The old Monaco manager won the title. What happened to that guy? I don't know. I am the voice of facts, Bertrand. You've been here long enough to know. I only deal in facts. Get Rafa, and I can say it every week. Fucked about the club. And we could call him the fucking Tapas Mourinho, couldn't we? What is it with our fetish with Spanish managers recently? It's mad. It's unbelievable. Did you see that Arteta trust the process video? I haven't seen that, bruv. I haven't seen that. Do you rate the 8-1-1 formation he played at home to Villa? Oh, but he's the best manager in the world. It's mad. Bruv, people like to play a PR game on their social media accounts. I couldn't give a shit if people don't like what I've got to say. Yeah, I'm not trying to get a fucking lunch out of it or a dinner or a free ticket or a box or whatever. Yeah, or a fucking invite to some event. I couldn't care less, because if I wanted all them things, I'd fucking pay for them myself. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's my football club. It's our football club. And I want to see our football club back where it should be. We sold our fucking bollocks to move to a stadium, yeah, to compete with the best teams in Europe. We have just been pumped 3-0 to Aston Villa at home. And that's the biggest win they have had against us since 1928 at our ground. Leicester, 1973 was the last time they beat us. We're breaking records every week. Yeah, this feels like the David Moyes era at Man United. Everyone pumping them every week. We all know how that ended. We all know how that ended. And like I said, I couldn't care less if people don't like what I'm saying. I ain't on here to be liked. I'm on here to give my opinions to a wider audience than some fucking dead Twitter account. And this is the second biggest platform on social media, just behind Facebook, which reminds me, you can follow me on Facebook, League Gunner AFC, League Gunner 82 on Instagram, and you can follow me on Twitter. I literally have so many people crying like babies on that account. It's funny as fuck. Literally rattle so many people. See people sat on a podcast yesterday crying about me wanting Arteta out. It was funny as fuck. It's like, it's not stopping you rating him, is it, mate? Yeah, it's really not. It's really not. The same guy put a tweet out today crying that he got loads of abuse in the comment section for backing Arteta. Yeah, that's social media, mate. If you want to stick to your guns and you want to keep it real, you're going to get abuse, mate. If you want to flip and flop every single week just to keep everyone happy every single week, good luck to you. People see through that eventually, mate. And there you go. Let's continue. Let's do some more. Tuchel would do better than Arteta, but he's a bottler. Pretty sure he's managed Aubameyang already. Has he managed Aubameyang? Possibly. I don't know. Big up Taz, speaking the truth, mate. Thank you. Big up Jason. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. Records are meant to be broken. Well, listen, yeah, we're breaking them left, right, and centre at the moment. You're deluded. Here we go. I've been waiting for one of them. Queng. It must be somebody on their burner account. Bruv, do me a favour, yeah? Because there's 857 people watching, yeah? Put your email address in the comments. Put your email address in. I'll send you the link. Make sure your camera works, yeah? And you can come and tell me why I'm deluded on camera to all these people. What do you reckon? Is it a deal, bruv? Come on, do it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I'm waiting, baby. Fucking let's go. Yeah, you ain't coming on because you're a bottle job, bruv. So yeah, let's wait and see if Queng, and he can't spell exactly, it's YOU''. But let's see if he or she puts the email address in, which they won't because they never do. Never do. Never do. Never do. Did somebody block him? Nah, don't block him. Unblock him. Unblock him. Unblock him. Unblock him. Let me unblock him. Where's he gone? Where did he go? Yeah, you shouldn't block him. Let him come in. Let him come in. There you go. You've unhid him. Come on, put your email address in, big man. Let's see if you've got the facilities for that, yeah? Which you haven't. We know you haven't. But anyway, while we're waiting for him to bottle it, let's read a couple more comments out. Big up extremely. In your opinion, does backing the manager mean spending money for them or buying them exactly what they want? Well, good question. Evening, mate. Backing the manager, well, according to our fan base, who are giving him 7s, 8s, and 9s as a transfer window score, would suggest that he was backed. Because our fans were out here giving 7 out of 10, 8, 9 out of 10 for the transfer window. So on that basis, it's now on Arteta because he was backed based on what our fans as a whole were saying. Me personally, backing him, they didn't back him, in my opinion. But he's got enough in that squad to pick a decent enough team to win football matches week in, week out. As my man put his email in, I don't think he has he? Queng's quonged off the fucking planet. No, he's not coming. I hope you and wifey are well. We're very good, mate. Thank you very much. Hope you and yours are too. Let's do a few more. You're not deluded. You're saying the right thing. Exactly. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't like sit here pretending I'm like the fucking head of the fan base and I'm fucking speaking for everyone. That ain't me. Yeah, I'm saying what I believe in and what I think and what I want to happen with our football club. Yeah, it's my opinion. Yeah, I don't sit there telling you this has to happen. This has got to be the way it goes, because as much as I think one thing's going to happen, I could be wrong. I thought Willian was going to be a success. So far, he's proven me to be a dickhead. I thought Saka weren't going to make it. I held my hands up and went, whoa, this kid's good. If Arteta did that, I'd do the same. But guess what? All he's doing is proving me right every week. But I'm not sitting here like making out that I speak for the fan base like some other people think they do. And if you have an opinion that's different to theirs, they want to call everyone a cunt and fucking, oh, this and that. That ain't me, bruv. Yeah, that ain't me. Yeah. Me personally, I think our fans are the most deluded fans in world football. Yeah, I really do. But there we go. Your tooth gap is wider than Spurs and Arsenal. My missus is also a dentist as well, mate. So if I wanted to get my gap in my teeth fixed, I'd get a whole new fucking rack for about 600 quid. Yeah, I ain't interested. It pisses people like you off more than it pisses people like me off. Like, I don't get it, bruv. I don't understand what people's problems are. But this is what you get when you're on social media and you've got absolute fucking nonsense in your chat. Oh, look, I'm 14. I'm Wellard. I live at mum's basement and I'm going to slag somebody off on YouTube. You absolute cunt. Absolute cunt. About the process, if milk turns sour, I ain't the kind of pussy to drink it. I said that on Claude's show this morning. Big up yourself, DVS. Big up yourself. Yeah, we can. We can get a whole bridge done for 600 notes. Cost price, mate. Don't worry about that. I might just do it just to fucking wind everyone up and say, yeah, got a bag and fix my teeth. Now what? Idiots. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's like my gap in my teeth is bigger than Arsenal's future. Like, calm yourselves down. I know I've got a gap in my teeth. I see it every day. I see it every single day. It's mad. Do you think that really upsets me? Because it really don't, mate. Unbelievable. Did my man put his email in? Because otherwise I'm going. 900 people watching. Man bottled it. They always bottle it. They run their mouth. They give it all the Bertie big balls. You offer them to come on the channel and tell me why I'm deluded. And they all fucking get out of here real quick. But there we go. We'll be back again at 10 o'clock. So I'll see you in 2.5 hours. And we'll go again. We fucking go again. I'm more consistent than Arsenal. But there we go. Big up to Noddy. Is Pepe's comments the start of a player revolt? Hopefully. because that means he's gone. It could be, though. It could be. Listen, since Ozil's been not in the 25-man squad officially, we've won 1 game. We've scored 1 goal. So yeah, it could be, mate. And I hope you're well, buddy. But there we go. I'm getting myself out of here. Always have a wonderful evening. Exactly. Big up the wifey. Big up the wifey. And big up you as well. You're sound as fuck, bro. I love you. But thank you to everyone in the chat. Appreciate you, man. Fucking got really bad indigestion. I ate that dinner way quick. I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.